En een goedenavond allemaal. Hier ben ik weer met Final Fantasy 14. We gaan gewoon verder bij waar we gebleven waren. Om toch door de MSQ heen te komen. Traag maar gestaag. Alles komt op zijn tijd. En we gaan zien wat hoe dit zich zal uitpakken. Dus even wachten. Bril op, headset op. En wanneer we hier doorheen komen, dan gaan we verder. Dus oké. We gaan dus nu verder. Zo heel erg veel. Heel erg lang had ik niet hoeven wachten. Waar waren we gebleven? Dat is dus How the Mighty Are Fallen. Daar gaan wij ook mee verder. Dus How the Mighty Are Fallen. Okay. Sorry, I was finding it hard to come to terms. All that's happened. Now that you're here though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. Oh, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about. So I'll leave space around the fire for the others. You can tell they're in a far worse state than me. We're planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food. They're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health. I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Zeker is er wel wat, iets wat ik kan doen. Op naar Elfeno, daar is die. Treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of Manalane's tinctures, ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Make sure to get everyone gets one. Of course. No problem. Jij eerst. Oké. 1 warming tincture. Never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. Blah 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 blah. Nu jij. Oké. How are you? Hey. Radio. Okay. Regional Lucinia. No. Laterum. Hmm. Yeah, better watch. While we are away. Mm-hmm. Speak with the burly tapper. Map. Okay. Alright, let's go. Who goes there? How did you find us? Blah blah blah. Let's go inside. Yes. Okay. What happened to the guards? I defeated them. Duh. Cerulean ingots. Still sustaining our unit. Our paymasters out of the picture. No more cerulean. Okay, regardless of what the EU-svr contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that would be a cause for celebration, while for others, their whole way of life will have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that it is consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people? Their lives, their stories, would they be forgotten too? I suppose there will be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. Oh, the mighty are fallen is complete. Next. At the end of the trail. So, you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? What? Those purebloods up at Victor Spoils sent you? Turn to their enemies for help. They must be more desperate than I thought. Then again, Licinia's got her little sister about. Sister? I only saw Licinia and 3 men. Possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Licinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I can spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way here. Can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep this a secret from us. We can ask about that after we've delivered this ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. Okay. Okay, where is she? This isn't right, it's too quiet. I would have thought Elfinor would still be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house while you search outside. They can't have gone far. Okay, I'll look outside. I'll investigate this first. Even the fire is gone. Hmm. There they are. Ask me to help carry supplies, but followed them back here, attacked me, caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. You're rather worse than me. Can't fool us, we know. We know what you're about. Vultures, that's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness. And in your swoop. Here to help or brought. Deploy to make us lower our guard. Self-like mercy. Put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge, blah blah blah. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Take the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles and a bed that was still warm. It's true, Licinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now there's no sign of them either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours. Careful, of course. Hey, what's up? 2 sets of fresh footprints. Judging by the size. This is definitely them. Come on. I see something. Daar zie ik aardezee. Oké. Volgende stukje. Trail stops at Frozen Lake. Perhaps they chose this route as not to leave footprints. Can't think of any other reason with this place. It's crawling with beasts, and I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister to cross the ice. Really do with Elfino's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Split up and look for the clues. Ga die kant. Zoals geleerd. Die kant. Keyword. Empty bottle smells faintly of alcohol. Thin coating of dirt indicates it has been here for some time. Unlikely to have any connection to Licinia or her sister. Niet hier. Ik zie verder niks. Ik zag daar wat. Blood staining the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. The trail of blood leads southeastward. Southeast, this way. There they are. The bodies are already cold. Oh, too bad.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked. No. Why wouldn't they?
Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have... We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold.
Yeah.
I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all. I want to understand. So I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
ik ook weinig op te zeggen. LSA and Alphino tell me they have finished their preliminary search for survivors, but refrain from saying much more than that. Clearly they are reluctant to provide details. Might I ask for your account?
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
Yes, tell me.
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Popularis, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald. The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's 3rd Legion clashed with the 1st, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
It brings to mind events at the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xenos had been possessed by a demon.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the Third Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvus is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the First Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers.
Dat is vreemd.
But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varus giving them orders in their dreams.
In the dreams? Really?
May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
This sounds awfully familiar.
Yes, it does.
We have something to show you all.
Varus spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
We shall see.
We are of one mind, then.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence. A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends, I must speak with you.
Okay, Serena. Welcome to the conversation.
A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
I think we do.
Here he is.
Who do we have here?
Even kijken hoe dit verder gaat. En luisteren.
Garleans? Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
I am Lucia Junius, a temple knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Iulus Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
Sterke woorden, jongen.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours. If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Yes.
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
Who?
May I ask why?
Ik ook.
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
A couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
Oké. Wat nu? Oké. Lucia. Wat heb jij te vertellen? You will be received as invited guests. And so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourself accordingly. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Ankret in particular will be worried sick if you're gone too long. The Fury watch over you and keep you. Okay. Duelist. Are you and the children ready? I will explain the route once we are outside your camp. Anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. Oh, I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation. Okay. Oké, 8 rondes. Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill, then follow the road until we reach Liminal Station 4. Children of the lead, I want you there. I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Alize and he's Alphino. Last but not least, there's Marfa. Nice. Where have I heard that before? No matter, Alphino and Alize will watch the road ahead while we bring up the rear. Not lying about there being many dangers, so you're run, not saunter, run towards the station. If you even think about going for your weapon, the deal's off. Any creatures bar the way, we go around them. Not falling back. Okay. Try to make a dash for the station. Yes. Terminal Station 4. Okay. So be it. This is it, the first stop, that is. Good, it looks like your friends knew better than to follow us. Are these your headquarters? No, we're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept your side of the bargain, we can carry on. North of the station is Regio Domorum. Domorum? One of the main residential areas, or at least it was. Victor roam the streets in packs. They'll tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close, no wandering off. Good. Our way forward is complete. Op naar de volgende. Way forward, way forward. The Last Bastion. Okay. Check. The Last Bastion. Keep to the left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They will attack their own countrymen? What? Aye. They spare their own, but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Though we'll try to avoid detection, the chances of sneaking by completely unnoticed are slim at best. I will lead the way, but in the event we are seen, we're to fight them off. Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. While I doubt they would be foolish enough to stab their guide in the back, I will not take that chance. That said, let us proceed. Oh, daar. Kijk. En een beetje vechten. Okay, that's it. And so I see why your comrades chose you. Julius. Our contingent has a cure for the afflicted, or tempered as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody that we may administer the treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, to keep moving. Oh, man. Er is één persoon die koppig als een ezel is. have anything else to say, I'm the good guy, you know. Echt waar. Desire to remain undiscovered. That is still the higher priority. So we should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Keep following the railway. Okay. Wat nu? Those exposed to a vast quantity of a primal's ether may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatments, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Now that you have seen these monstrosities for yourself, perhaps you will think twice before speaking of a cure. Oké, waar is die etherite nou dan? Oké. Verder de railroad. Oké, deze is nog niet aangezet. Hier. Almost there. You have kept your side of the agreement, so I will keep mine this way. Just around the corner. See? This is Tertium. One of Garlemald's largest stations. It now serves as our headquarters. I've already sent the twins ahead. I will be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. Bottom of the stairs. Theodora. I think I will have another chance with that one. So on. Oh, there. Okay. Alphino, here we are. Okay. Plain to see why they chose this as their base of operations. Duh. Could have done a lot worse, even so. I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed. If Julius was willing to make a perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must be all but exhausted. They may be shielded from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold. Much like Victor's spoils. It must be a constant struggle to keep their people warm. Lower your voices. While you may be here as my guests, the others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive over there. Let's go then. Let's sneak a peek and see if I can attune myself. Not responding. Okay. Do to need to. Julius. Ta-da.
These are their chosen representatives.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Vankina, Legatus of the First Legion.
The First? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our Emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable.
Oh, daar heeft hij heel groot gelijk in. Hoe gaat het in de wereld?
Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. It was only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and Empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit. If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat. And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it? Can we not work together to face our problems as one?
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils.
En daar heb je helemaal gelijk aan, Quintus. Daar ben ik het helemaal mee eens.
That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope. It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter. You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you, if you cooperate.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition.
Ooh, one condition, of course.
Collar them.
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock. Stop! Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed. Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
Beide uitspraken hebben waarde. As even the most bitter adversary may one day see reason, the coldest, blackest of nights, meager though they may be, we must share the warmth of our fire. Okay, D.
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be. You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yes, sir.
Last Bastion is complete. Okay. This Verder, as per Lord Quintus's instruction. I am to supervise you during your time here in Tertium. Before you ask, no, I don't have a key or any other means to remove your collars, nor would I tell you if I did. If you try anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't. So, do you truly intend to speak with the others, or was that merely a ruse? We are in no hurry to disobey Lord Quintus. That's what I mean. Or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision. Dat weet ik nog echt niet. Do as you will, but remember, I'll be watching. Catch wind of you doing anything untoward, trying to trick our people into turning their coats and the like. Those shock collars will be the least of your worries. Understood? You, on the other hand, may go wherever you wish. Keep I couldn't stop you if I tried. Yeah. But do not forget, if you do anything to endanger us or our interest, Alphino and LSA will pay the price. Ah, yes. Yes. Connect me? No. Gather information in Tertium. Okay. Jew Marfamet Fina. Served in the Langaius, the 14th Legion. I was there on the night the Praetorium fell. Our adventurers killed them. Comrades, friends, them aside in their dozens as though they were nothing to you. We am too. Just another faceless enemy to be cut down. It won't be long until our countrymen return. So you get what you deserve. Mark my words. I know who you are. So-called champion of Eorzea. Want to gloat, have you? Blah blah blah. Terminal. Where is the rest? Here's a bit of fog. That's what I was saying. A little bit temper. Okay. Speak with Alphino, who is no. Desperate need. Sick and injured are at great risk. Without warmth and proper nutrition, they will soon perish. I realize there is precious little we can do for them at present. I cannot bear to see them suffer. Help me tend to them. Okay, Alphino, what do you want now? Will she might know better? I was afraid you would say that. Hey, what do you want? What do I have to say now? People here have barely enough food and fuel to survive. Have you and the other soldiers been able to procure any more supplies? We've been scavenging provisions from the nearby houses, as most families kept rather some stored away in the event they were snowed in. Still, going out and getting it is dangerous work. We have a lot of mouths to feed. Fuel is the great concern, though, and some ceruleum set aside. Until they're stolen. I haven't identified the culprits. Been other refugees, or one of the afflicted for all we know. Either way, we're down to the last dregs. Without the heating they need, those in poor health are only going to get worse instead of better. Ceruleum you need. Our contingent has secured a ready supply and have some sent over. Sure. And hold on a little longer. The situation surely changed. Everything will change. What? Really? I've seen there's little you could do to interfere, so there's no harm in telling you. One of our scouts spotted a hooded man issuing instructions to the afflicted. When the bastard words loyal servants of the Loferoi. Then he made his way inside the Imperial Palace, which stands in its place. Identified the seat of the enemy's power, we realized Lord Quintus dispatched a messenger to the 10th Legion saying as much and instructing them to join forces with the provincial legions. Prepare for a combined assault on the Loferoi. Once our allies arrive, our contingent will be sent running for the hills. Then we shall reclaim the capital by our own hand. How do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many of our countrymen will perish along before reinforcement reach Garlemald. They need help now. Say the word and we will bring you ceruleum. Quintus. I'm gonna take a break. I need some cookies. Be right back. Oké. Leuk. Interessante ontwikkeling in dit verhaal. Maar hier laat ik het eventjes bij voor vandaag. En ga zeggen dat dat ik de volgende keer dit weer verder oppak. Dus ik zeg voor vandaag adieu en tot de volgende keer.